Hello to amazing people, and welcome to something fresh, something new on the channel. Well, kinda. Today we're gonna be taking a look at a pre-release version demo of Dead in Antares, which will be a third installment of Dead in series. I played Dead in Bermuda, I played Dead in Vinland. Both games were pretty interesting, heavily narrative, RPG-ish, very tactical, strategic, where you build up your characters, even do combat in Dead in Vinland. Anyhow, we're gonna take a look at it. Hopefully it's good. Enjoy some story. New game, name your profile. It doesn't seem like much, but you'll most likely feel rewarded with a sense of pride and accomplishment. Yeah, sure, let's do it. So yeah, huge thanks to the lovely developers of the game and for letting us know about this demo. And giving us access, actually. Skip tutorial, skip introduction. Okay, we're not gonna do that.
The blue planet.
Wow. Did we destroy it?
Earth is dying.
Yes, of course.
We were sent by the Global Committee on a last chance mission. Find new energy sources.
I love sci-fi, by the way. This will
Aboard
be
the
good.
Ixion, Earth's most advanced spacecraft, with a team of so-called experts, chaperoned by yours truly. Captain Amelia Rosenhart, world-class hero. Nice line to add on my resume. Which one of you little rocks hides our salvation? Or will it be Ceres? Gosh, it's a long trip. What the? A singularity?
Of course it
Am I
is.
hallucinating things up? We're trapped in the gravitational field of this. Where the hell are we? We're going down. Full speed. Crew stuck in cryo. Just perfect. No one dares to speak in the cockpit. We act. But is it already the end?
No, it's just the beginning. Something new. This is loud, sorry about that, but it is what it is. I really have time to figure out sounds. Dead in Antares. Yeah, give us the tutorial. Teach us to play. Snippets of broken sounds. Need to wake up. Willpower 50. 50-50. So yeah, in this game you have like these rolls you do, depending on your stats. This will probably be like, yeah. Alright, sharp intercostal pain, head buzzing, breathing is fine. I'm not that. Good. Captain. With a painful but precise gesture, Amelia draws her gun and points it towards the voice. Where are we? I was piloting the ship and there was a flash. Captain, it's me, Dr. Erickson. Okay, looks a bit snobby. Reminds me of Eustacia a bit, that's not a good thing. Could you lower your weapon, please? Well? No sound, no lights, no movements, nothing. And then... Damn, my gun. What happened? What about the Ixion? Second Lieutenant Liu Yian, reporting for duty, Captain. We landed on this unknown planet around 72 terrestrial hours ago. Well, crashed would be more appropriate. Thankfully, we haven't suffered any human losses, so our piloting skills deserve some praise. Alas, the Ixion wasn't as lucky, it is in disastrous state. 72 hours. You suffered a massive blow to the head, so we decided to put you in artificial coma while we settled in. Sea coma. Ask about the crew. Crash or the locale? Well, first, the crew. What about the others? If they're fine, where are they? In their respective hibernation pods, Captain. The central system initiated the security procedure and triggered protocol VP3672B. The primary buffer is defective and no longer reacts to the backup API's commands. Meaning? It means we'll need to unlock each pod manually, which will take some time. Okay, so that's how we're gonna get new characters, I guess. Stay confident. No need to panic, we'll get through this. We have Leo. He's been 100 times more efficient than me, Captain. Ask about the crash. So, what happened after our landing? Leo and I adhered to the regulations and protocols. We saved what we could, and the Ixion allowed us to execute the following tasks: putting out fires, sealing the hull, analyzing the atmosphere, and setting up the camp outside. So, what's the atmosphere like? High levels of toxicity, as one could expect. The good news is we can activate our subcutaneous breathing filters and configure the atmospheric parameters, meaning we can explore the surroundings without immediate risk. The bad news is that the settings are managed by the ship's central unit, which is currently damaged. So long as its virtual memory is limited, the system will operate in backup mode unless we fragment and buffer the data in packets. Meaning we can only activate 5 respirators simultaneously at the moment, until Leo fixes the system, that is. Okay, that's gonna determine the party size. Ask about the locale. We're supposed to land gently on Sirius, not crash head on. We're not on Sirius, Captain. Wait, what? Where are we then? The anomaly, don't you remember? Singularity. Somewhere outside our solar system, and I'm afraid I don't have the astrophysical knowledge to pinpoint precisely where. But that's impossible. Highly unlikely, Ryder. Okay, let's put aside for the moment and focus on our survival. It's rather thick jungle out there, so to speak. We started to set up a camp near the Ixion. Roger that. Wait, what do you mean, jungle? Inspect the exterior. Right, I see. Thanks for this comprehensive review. Good job. I think it's time you showed me your makeshift camp. I can't wait to see the decorations. You should take care of yourself, Captain. Don't worry, I've been through far worse. It's beautiful. It's so purple. They even animated them a bit. That's nice. Holy F, that's beautiful. Let's be cautious. It's still too soon to get a thorough analysis of the dangers. What are your orders, Captain? We'll need provisions and drinking water. Take it from me. After being in so many shitty scenarios, everything else is a mere bonus. Regarding provisions, we found enough to last a few days, and I also have some spare medication in my personal storage. Space rations. Damuvir, Gulaburfen, Niazodone, okay. I'll eat you last if you get to that point, Bill. Anyway, it won't be enough once everyone's awake. Any other leads? We spotted debris from the ship nearby. With a bit of luck, we could salvage something useful. Good idea. Let's explore the surroundings and scrounge what we can. Now let's see that camp. We'll see about the rest when we get there. Alright, we are about to embark on an expedition for the first time. Here are displayed the characters currently available. Each character has 5 states corresponding to their vital needs: fatigue, hunger, sickness, injury, and stress. If one of those states reaches 100%, it's game over, so be careful. Hunger, sickness, injury, stress. The exploration and stealth skill determine the effectiveness of your character when traveling during an expedition. For now, only the exploration skill is relevant. The higher the value, the less fatigue they'll gain during the travel. You must pick 3 characters to conduct this expedition. You need to give your character water via the slots below their skills to add them to your expedition roster. If you give the character murky water, they'll gain sickness each travel. If you give them purified water, they will lose stress instead. When you have given water to 3 characters, you can confirm your roster and launch the expedition for real. Okay, well, how do I do it? Oh. Okay, well, are you guys stressed out? 20, 10, 10. Okay, you're a bit stressed out. You can have some clean water. You guys are not so stressed out. You can get some murky water. Apart from the camp and this first area to explore, the entire map is undiscovered at first. Only a limited number of areas can be explored per expedition. For the time being, you can explore a maximum of 1 area per expedition. The amount of fatigue your character will gain will be displayed here on the left panel. The further areas from your current position, the more they will gain. Okay, so they really went into more detail, which is nice. After selecting the area to explore, you can click on the confirm button to travel to it. Okay. Fragments of the Ixion 1, including a sensor system for navigation. Okay. Fatigue +7, +8, +7. What if you go like... Okay, we can not go anywhere else. Okay. Confirm. Okay. Come on, can we do this faster? Exploring, alright. Ixion sensor module. Fragments of the Ixion one, including a sensor system for navigation. Okay, we click on it. Salvage. One of the ship's modules loaded with detection and exploration sensors seems to have survived the crash. With enough elbow grease and engineering knowledge, the majority might prove reusable. Examine the debris. Though the damage looks extensive, most internal components are intact. Damaged radar. Okay, mechanical parts. An expert in navigation system might be able to reconfigure what's left and make a camp's radar operational. However, taking the module back to camp will require some effort. Okay. Can you patch this up, Liu? If I divert power from the cockpit's main power supply and plug in several extra batteries with direct voltage, meaning? Yes, he can. Meaning yes. Great, let's head back and do that now. And let's not forget to fetch some clean water for tonight. Exactly. Can we like fetch water here? Or it seems like this was the only point of interest. Sunny. Today sunny, tomorrow sunny, in 2 days, 3 days, no data. Require the weather forecast upgrade or shelter to be crafted in the workshop. Okay, well, we got the forecast, that's pretty good. Okay, I guess we end the expedition here. Since it's your first time in the camp, it's important to know what each element of interface does. Energy is required to use camp stations. It is reset at the start of each night. Water is needed to keep the characters hydrated. There are 3 types of water. You can convert murky water to clear water using the menu accessible via the button. There is some information shown on the top left. Today's weather is shown here right now. It's sunny, but other weathers can have effects that may alter your strategy. Browse the profiles of your characters present in the camp and see their characteristics. There are useful buttons in the top right. Check the status of your camp stations and repair them if their condition is too low. View the map to see where you are in your exploration of the planet and which areas you have discovered your current objectives and those you already completed. If you're not sure what to do, this is a good place to look. Okay, access settings, save and load and exit your current session. You can access different parts of the camp using these buttons. You can only assign a limited number of characters to camp stations. For now, you only have 3 characters, so this shouldn't be an issue. Open this interface to access characters and assign them to camp stations via drag and drop. Click on the station's nameplate if you want to know which characters are the most suitable for the task. When you're satisfied with your assignments for this phase, click on this button to move on to the next phase. Okay, so here we have the characters. Okay. So this is shelter, here we rest, okay? We can go left and right with A and D, just like in Dead in Vinland. In this part of the camp, 2 stations are already built. You can get more water or more energy, depending on what your needs are. One of your characters can collect murky water here, you will need it, so check with which one of your characters might be the most suited for this task. If you start to run out of energy for the day, you could assign one of your characters here to generate more. Fetch water. We also have purify water action. Okay. So we take some murky water and some energy and we turn it into clear water. Okay. So we need a strength, powerful and strong constitution character. Okay, so here we can see who's best at it. So you see like this one is very strong, and so if you put Liu here, for example, like he'll fetch 2.5 water and get 19 fatigue and apparently hunger. But if you put William, he's gonna fetch 4 water, get a little bit less tired. If you want to obtain more stations, you should select a blueprint and have one of your characters work on it via the workshop. You salvage something during your expedition, use it to build a new station. Okay. On the right side, you can see which blueprints are available or not. Right now, you're looking at the camp station that are not constructed yet. But you can click on the other category to access the upgrades of the already constructed station. From this screen, you can choose which blueprints to add to the construction queue. Check the construction cost of the blueprint you want to work on. Generally consists of knowledge and materials. Crafting point represents the time it will take for the construction to be completed. Knowledge you possess is always indicated here. There are multiple ways to get more knowledge. You will get to know them as you progress. So you can build a radar. Crafting point 0 out of 60. Requires 60 knowledge, a damage radar. Here we can see upgrades. Like for example, we can... This should +1 worker assassination available during the day. Generator. Let's see. +1 max energy, allows you to spend carbon to produce energy instantly. -2 carbon spent to produce energy. Okay, cool. Yeah, so these are the upgrades. We'll probably not gonna have like special materials needed to do it. We need 12 ore, for example, for this one. Alright, so we're gonna go and we're gonna craft the radar. Okay, so we got radar, carbon station, polymer station, herbory station, gathering camp, laboratory, infirmary, recreation area, forge, hunting camp, fishing camp. Yeah, almost seems like we are not in a sci-fi environment. Pretty standard for a survival circumstance. Okay, radar, craft. Okay, who's best for this? Leo. So he's gonna give us 70 crafting points. It's nice that we know exactly how much we'll get. Randomness was a bit like painful. If you start collecting materials as soon as possible, you will need them to further develop your camp. For now, you have access to the mining station. Okay, mine and process ore, agility and constitution. How convenient that Amelia is good for that. So they gave us 3 characters, one for mining station, one for workstation, and one for water tanks. This might be just for the demo though, like, if I remember correctly in Dead in Vinland, like, okay, let's save it if we can. Let's see, oh, there's just save and quit. Okay, so it's Iron Man mode, okay. Let me see, recording is good, nice. Okay, nothing more to the right. What are these buttons? Oh, these are like the locations. Okay, shelter is all the way to the left. Then we go to the water collector and the energy generator. Okay, we're gonna spend 1 energy, I guess, for what? Fetching water? Can we see here what is being used on? And then, yeah, we got the mining camp. Okay. Okay, we can check out the quests. Get started. Work at the camp station you have at your disposal. Build your camp, part 1. Build all tier 1 camp station tasks, 0 out of 8. Work in progress. Okay. Done. Right. Then we got the map. We explore this place. I guess tomorrow we'll be able to do more. Natural resources. Some stations rely on the state of the planet's natural resources to function. If you use a station of this type too much, you risk depleting resources and thus decreasing your yield. Okay, so here we can see the abundance of the mining materials. Okay. +20 every night, +12 every night. Okay. Station conditions. Be sure to check your station's conditions regularly. When a station is in bad shape, it increases state gains when a character works on it. Pretty much standard. That in X operations. Here we can see all the items you obtain through your adventures are stocked here. Nice. You can filter what items are shown to only be of certain type. You can switch between characters if you want to use them on someone else. If the second item is usable, you can use it on current show character using this button. Okay. -15 hunger, +3 stress, non-perishable. Okay, some medicine, it seems like. Okay. And finally, the characters. You're currently looking at the character sheet of one of your characters. There are 2 useful information about these characters shown on the right: the current level and their states. Each character has 5 states corresponding to their vital needs: fatigue, hunger, sickness, injury, and stress. If one of those reaches 100, it's game over, so be careful. Before that, your character will suffer most of their effectiveness depending on the current threshold the state is in. You're currently in the skills page of the character sheet. Skills are divided in 4 categories and determine the effectiveness of a character depending on the action you want them to perform. Skill receive most of the values depending on the current threshold reached by the states. Fatigue affects all skills, but other states only affect 1 category each. Physical skills. Okay, right now we are in great shape. Survival skills, crafting, exploration, stealth, scavenging, agility, constitution, dexterity, strength, logic. Hey, we have a non-logical pilot. Scary. Communication, willpower, perception, physics, biology, medicine, computing. Okay. Okay, and we've got traits. This is where you can check which traits are currently affecting this character. Common traits are listed here, divided into two categories, positive and negative. You can get them through level ups, but also when using your characters in different ways. Each character has a unique historical positive trait and a unique historical negative trait. Since their effects are special and impactful, those can greatly influence the way you use each character. Strength in struggle. For every 25 points in a given state, Amelia produces plus 10% items and water yield, has 10% to all state slots, receives 20% experience. Ooh, so we really need to push her hard then. No self-care. Any disease, wound, and affliction applied to Amelia lasts for one more day. Battle. This page contains all the relevant information regarding this character's battle characteristic. Here are their stats, you can hover them for more details. Here are the battle skills they can use during the battle. Here the passive abilities, more can be obtained through level ups. Character's class. Such character's pool of skills is determined by their class. You can only equip a limited number of skills on a character at once, and most of them need to be unlocked via upgrades before you have access to them. Aside excluding the base attack, only 3 skills can be equipped, but this number can increase through upgrades or by having a full game. Science may be useful, right? Okay, so here we can see our captain skills. Then we got Leo, the chief engineer skills, good at computing, crafting, physics. Not really strong though. A weakling. Okay, this one's like an interesting mix of this and that. Okay, traits. Whenever William manages to heal a patient's disease or wound, they both get -8 fatigue and -8 stress. That dictated the doctor. Health worries. For each character other than himself with 50 or more in any state, William gets +3 stress during the night. Okay. Leo. When working at a given camp station for the first time of the day, Leo and his partner do not wear down its condition. Instead, it is repaired by 2%. Ooh, nice. Material caregiver. While working with a partner, Leo produces -25% yield and receives +25% penalties, so he wants to work alone. Battle. So he's a sapper, vanguard, and ace. Okay. So you got our shield maiden here, blood of it. Medical emergency, what's this? Power surge. Target all allies in both rows, +8 health. Purge. Power surge, damage 6 to 9, critical chance 10%, blast them all, targets all enemies. Okay. Minimum damage, maximum damage, crit damage resistance. Yeah, okay, these modifiers, they don't have any. Passives. While this character is in the back row, all allies except self +1 damage resistance. While they're in the front row, -1 damage resistance, all allies except self +1. Okay. At the end of this character's turn, self +2 block increased by 3 if they are alone in front row. So this one goes to the front row. And this one, when this character generates power surge, gauge +20% generated. Alright, well, now we click this button and we get the spoils of our work. Radar completed. Working on the radar allows characters to discover new areas to explore during expeditions. Results depend on scavenging and computing. Uses energy. Okay, we built the radar. Now what, game? Okay, so right. I'm thinking. So now we have the radar station, right? So we can now. So what? Amelia's best here? But needs computing and scavenging. Ah, there we go. Leo is best here. There. And then, so that's gonna be 1 energy, right? If I remove him. Okay, so we don't spend the energy now. Okay. Alright. Find us something new. So that's gonna be 1 energy. Can we purify water? So we need 5 murky water and 1 energy to get 4 clear water. Let's do that. There we go. And then you're spending 1 energy on something. Oh yeah, on radar. Well, I could have him gather more water. I don't think we need more energy, right? Yeah, we can spend the last energy thing here. Do we mine some more? I guess that's fine. Okay. Fatigue. I'm gonna get some nice rest. So we're gonna be just fine. Scanning points, 40. Boom. Oh, very fatigued. Okay, we found some new areas. We gained some knowledge as well. Okay. And now it's time to go to sleep. Okay, I got 21 or... Okay, 39 fatigue. If it reaches 100, we lose. Any stat reaching 100, we lose. Okay, so there's the end the day button. I wonder... Yeah, so since we have no energy left over, we cannot purify. But so you have the opportunity before ending the day to... Yeah. But there's like 2 turns every day where you can do stuff. Okay, enter, end the day. Okay, that's enough for today. I guess our mining mission in Ceres is on pause while we're repairing all this. Ah, that sucks. We're left to find a solution to the terrestrial energy crisis, and now we've become another issue. Ah, my head. Captain. Well, let me examine you. You suffered a nasty blow to the head, and I don't want to miss out on anything serious. Please, I insist. Accept the examination, or we can refuse. Why would we refuse, though? Yeah, I wouldn't refuse. I don't see, like... Why would we refuse? Yeah, you're right. Better to be fighting fit before diving into the unknown. Besides, I've read his file and know he'll do something to help out. Billy meticulously examines the captain and eventually nods before letting out a sigh of relief. Okay, nothing serious, but I can say for a fact without proper analysis tools, as the gravity and atmosphere are slightly off around here. Sorry to disturb you, Captain. I want to inform you that some camp stations require energy to function. I can repair a few spare batteries, they should suffice for now. Good work, Leo. You too, get some rest, you deserve it. That's an order. Day effects. Hunger goes up. We get the energy back. Okay, now we need to feed them. During the day and each night, your characters may become hungry, so feeding them is important to keep them healthy. Part of the perishable food stocks perish every night, even though you have none at the moment. You can keep non-perishable food for as long as you like, because as their name suggests, they never perish. Hey. When you feel you've fed your characters enough, you can continue. So minus 15 hunger. Okay. You can have one. What was her skill again? For every 25 points in a given state, Amelia. So if she's hungry, she works harder. Plus 10% to hunger decrease. Traits, strength and struggle. Yeah, I think... So she sacrifices herself for others. So we gained one bonus of these because fatigue is like higher. It does give us minus 5% to all skills. But she produces 10% items and water yield, has 10% to all states loss, and receives plus 20% experience. Yeah, I think we wanna keep her like balanced, like a little bit under in struggle. So I'm not gonna feed her, basically. That's what I'm saying here. Your characters can get dehydrated if you don't... Maybe I should have fed him a little bit more. Your characters can get dehydrated if you don't give them water during the night, and if they suffer from dehydration too much, they may die. You can give them any type of water and choose the quantity. Giving a whole unit guarantees that the character remains hydrated, but giving a half has a chance of being sufficient. Okay. When you're satisfied with your water repartition, you can continue. If you need more water of a certain type, you can convert water via the button. Okay, we can still do it, but we don't have... Oh, we do have energy. Oh, but this is tomorrow's energy. Okay, let's not. It's pretty refreshing and safe to drink and should be our main source of daily hydration. 70% of no increase of the dehydration level. Okay, let's give everyone half a ration. Okay. Purified water. -3 stress, -6 stress. Okay, so this reduces stress because it's nice and clean. Okay, we got one dehydrated person, that's right. Restful sleep. Okay, everyone recovered a little bit. Alright, and now it's day 2. Tomorrow's gonna rain. Okay. So basically, yeah, that's the game. You like build stations, upgrade them, collect resources. At some point, we're gonna be able to get some more people up and going. You go and explore new areas. Yeah, you can launch an expedition here. I guess we can do that every day for free. Yeah. Okay, gonna make a cut here though. Yeah, I'll record an episode or 2 more. Maybe I even finish the demo. I enjoy these games. I actually didn't finish Dead in Vinland. I got stuck in a really unfair encounter. Yeah, maybe like not this week, but next week maybe I'll show you, like, and then you can tell me what's going on. Okay. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm looking forward to this one because like it's so nice and chill and we can enjoy all the relationships between characters, explore the planet and the story and all that good stuff. Hope you enjoyed this introductory episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Dead in was it Antares? Yeah, Dead in Antares. The Niemer signing out. Bye bye.